Hello, this is Kathi Lee, Crafting with Kathi Lee. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am going to be continuing work on my project for the Bicentennial Makers Collab called Freedom Threads, and this is a Scrapbooking with Me design team collaboration with Missy and her team. And you can find the other videos from the makers on the design team by searching hashtag Freedom Threads Collab. I will also put that in the description of my video. In my last video, I showed you a flip through of the kit I'm going to be using, kits I should say, and those are Happy Birthday America and also Vintage and Patriotic. I will probably be adding another kit or two because she just released a few more fun ephemera things. So what I did at a retreat yesterday is, if you watched the other video, I'd found this packaging material and I was going to use this for my project. I changed my mind on that, but I'm going to save this for another one. But at the retreat yesterday, I also worked on covers. So I put together several flat lay covers. This one was 8 by 8 with a nice thick spine. And then I made two different colors of 6 by 6. One with a narrower spine. And I have those ready. So those are for future projects. And I just really need to sit and make like 20 covers, so I'll have them ready to go on projects, so I don't have to take that time. This is the one I made for this project, and I have not put pages in it yet. This one hasn't. I haven't even done my flat layout there. So this is a nice big 10 by 10 cover, and I'm sorry if you hear crunching in the background. That would be my dog chewing on her bone. And she has to be in here with me today because my dog is shaving the hair on the big dog. And I don't want her out there in their way. So this is a nice thick, I can't remember, let's see. I think this is a 3-inch spine, 10 by 10 pages. So that's what I'm going to be using for this project. Meanwhile, I didn't realize that my husband was going to be making plans with my son for us to go into the city for dinner tonight. So I don't have time for a lot, but I'm going to just do some of I've already done some of my fussy cutting and my trimming, but I'm going to just do some of my distressing while we chat. So happy Mother's Day. If you are a mother, if you have a mother, if you are a dog mom, whatever your case may be, happy Mother's Day. I didn't trim this one yet because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It might be my back cover or one of my inside covers. I'm not sure, so I did not trim that one yet. On these other ones, this one I did a straight cut because I'm going to cut it and maybe cut it in the middle and use it for other stuff. But I'm going to start distressing as I talk. Oh, and I did also get a couple spines started. I wanted to use this one, but it was too narrow. So this will be the one. I don't think anybody will care if it's a darker spine in because most of it's going to be, the only part you'll see is this piece. The rest of it's going to be covered with pages. I figure with a 10 by 10 page or album, my pages will probably be like 9.5. I think I want more than a 1/2 inch on the edge. I'm not sure. My pages will probably be 9.5 by 9.5, but I've not decided on that. So I've got my spine ready to firm up and glue together and put in. But meanwhile, I'm going to do this. So is the 4th of July a huge holiday where you live? We have a lot of celebration. There are a lot of fireworks in our area on the 4th of July, which drive my dogs absolutely bonkers. They're scaredy dogs when it comes to fireworks or guns or anything like that. So for that reason, I don't really enjoy the 4th of July because my dogs are so paranoid. And we've tried the gummies for them and all sorts of things, and nothing calms them down except cowering near us or on us usually. So, but we do have a ton of fireworks on our town celebration called Jim Bridger Days. We have the fire department puts on a huge fireworks display, and it's only about maybe a quarter mile from our house, and it is so loud, and it goes on for probably 30 minutes or more. And while I enjoy watching them sometimes, I don't enjoy how my dogs are so frightened by them. But it is nice, and it's only once a year. Occasionally on Christmas or New Year's Eve, people put fireworks off, but it's not to that extent. This one I trimmed along this edge and this edge. So I may trim it more. I might need to trim it more for it to fit. Not sure on that one. This one I trimmed around the scroll, and that will go, hopefully fit on a page. That might be longer than 10 inches, or wider than 10 inches, so I might have to modify it. Nope, it's 9.5, 9.25. So if I do my pages 9.5, I could still use this image on one of the pages. So that's probably what I'll do. Go check out the videos from the other team members. They are really, really, there's really some cool ones that they've already done and finished. I'm not sure how people have the time to do so many wonderful videos a week. I don't have that kind of time. I wish I did. I may never have that kind of time, because at this point I don't really know that I'll ever retire. So I have to fit in my crafting when I can. And if I would do live videos, that might help, because I wouldn't spend the time, have to spend the time later posting and editing and all that stuff. But I'm not big on the live videos, so this is what you get. And I do the best I can. I wish I had more time to craft, but I already have a lot more time than a lot of people do. This one I'm probably going to distress with a smaller dauber around those edges. But I just want to give a little, there is some distressing in the print of the pages, but I just like to add a little bit more. And I'm not super picky. If it overlaps a little, that's fine. Just going to get this done so that when I'm ready to do my pages, that one looks wider too. I might have to rethink my, go from the widest spot. Yeah, see, that one's going to be too wide, so I'm going to have to trim it down a little, most likely. So I may have to do that on these. As you see, I might have trimmed these too close. Yep, that's too big. So my 10 by 10 might not work. I might have to go bigger. I really didn't want to go bigger. I don't want to reprint this whole kit smaller either. That would take a lot. I should have printed this kit at maybe 75%. Oh, well, we're going to go with it. I think I'm going to have to make a bigger album. Dang. And I was doing so good by getting those. But I can use this cover for another album. For sure. For another. And I've been doing some junky type journals. But I really am. I enjoy making them. But I think I'm going to focus more for a while on interactive cards and mini albums. I will still do some junk journals, but I'm just going to take a break from it and go with, not a huge break. I might do some little folios and stuff, but I'm getting away from some of the huge junk journal projects right now, because I just have the urge to make more mini albums right now. And so that's what you're going to see. And so Scrapbooking with me, I have their, this is a paid promotion, I have to tell you that, because I do get the digital images at no cost, so that I can print them out and make things with them. So this is a paid promotion, but I have listed the website information for Scrapbooking with me in the description of this video. Their store is also in my link tree. And go take a look. She just released, I think, I can't remember how many. Somebody looked. And in addition to the 4th of July patriotic kits she just released in the last couple weeks, there are another like 10 Americana 4th of July patriotic themed kits in her store. So there's a lot to choose from. These are just the ones I chose to start with. But like I said, I may add some others to the project. And So if you are watching this on Mother's Day or right after, tell me what you do to celebrate Mother's Day. Do you have people over to your house? Do you go to one of your kids' house or somewhere? Do they take you out to dinner? How do you celebrate? It's pretty low-key here. Usually at least one of the kids comes over, sometimes more. Just depending on people's work schedules and whether they're in town. It's usually a pretty low-key, quiet day for me. I don't think it's been quite a while since we went out to dinner on Mother's Day. But this year, they're going to cook us a nice steak dinner in town at my kids' grandma's house. So that'll be nice. And even better, I can't say my husband doesn't cook. He helps. He does the protein usually. He'll usually cook the steaks or grilled or whatever. And then sometimes if I have a long day, he cooks the entire meal. So I'm really blessed to have such a wonderful husband. And I've talked to 2 of my 3 kids today. I haven't talked to one of my daughters yet. I did get messages from all of them, and I have 3 older sisters. I was raised with 4 older sisters. I have 3 left. I will text them all. I did not get their cards sent in time. Shame on me. So I will be texting them today and mailing their Mother's Day cards tomorrow. And thankfully, they're very understanding when I don't get something done in time. I always think on my birthday and Christmas, it's nice to get the cards after the fact because then it stretches out the holiday and you have more to enjoy. So there are so many good designers. I don't know how many are on the design team now for Scrapbooking with me, but I put the names of all their channels in the description of this video. I will put it in the description of this video. So go check out their channels. They have some really, some of them are just over the top talented. Some of them are just way more entertaining when they do a video. Like, they have a lot more to say than I do. I just chit chat, but some of them have a whole lot of information to share. And I can't tell you which other team member is my favorite because I really do like them all. And that goes for any of the design teams I'm on. So I'm not going to keep you much longer because this is probably really boring to you, I would guess. I guess you're seeing the images, but it might be pretty boring. So I don't want to keep you too long doing this, but I'll finish this ephemera and show you how I cut the other pages. These ones, I just use my Creative Memories trimmer, and it has that wobbly decal type edge to trim some of the pages. And then I didn't want to do that on all the pages because I wanted a little variety. So as soon as I get these ones distressed, I'll show you what I did with the rest of the pages. So I fussy cut around some of them, the ones you saw, and I did that Creative Memories decal trim on some of the other ones. And then I'll show you what I did on the rest of them. I probably will mount these on something because I don't like it when the back of my tags are just white, and I also like them to be thicker. So what's the weather like where you are? We've had a little bit of rain. Okay, this is another one of the fussy cut ones. I fussy cut around part of the outside edge. What's the weather like? It's been really nice. Today is beautiful. It's a little bit windy, which is fine. We've had some rain. We had some, I think, 30, 35 degree weather earlier in this week, but now we have nice weather again. Okay, so on these ones, I just used, this one I trimmed around the edge. I guess that was part of the edge of the design. So that's still one that I fussy cut around. It's not one that I'm going to probably use as a, this will probably still be a background, I think. And honestly, I with it being Mother's Day, if I didn't plan on doing a video today, I probably wouldn't even be crafting today. But that's one thing I love about being on design teams and having expectations of how often we will post. It gets me to craft even when I don't feel like when I feel lazy and I just want to chill and scroll Facebook or scroll YouTube. When I'm on a design team and I have obligations, it makes me craft even when I'm not really in the crafty mood. So these ones I used, I think I've shown you before, one of my decal rulers, or one of my decorative rulers, and I just tore it. So that's what I did on all of these. That will probably be used, and like I said, I'm probably going to have to do part of it again, or go with a bigger album. I'll let you know what I decide later. So I'm just going to finish distressing these off camera after I decide if I'm going to have to trim them, because if I'm going to trim any of these, I'm going to have to distress at least one edge, if not two. So these ones I just chose to do that on. So the thing won't have all the same. Oh, here's some more decal ones. The album or the folio won't have all the same outsides of the images. I love that one. This one's way fun. They're just really great. This is a great collection. And there's only a few of the things I cut out that are from the Vintage and Patriotic collection. The rest of these are from the I Love America one. So I will finish doing this off camera. Thank you for watching this video. Please come back again soon. I will give you an update in the next video and show you which album I'm using. I'll probably have the base pages in it by the time I do the video. And then I will show you as I layer. So have a wonderful Mother's Day. Have a great week. Enjoy this month of May. I hope the weather is gorgeous where you are. Thank you for visiting my channel. Please hit the like button, comment, and share the video if you want. And if you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. Talk to you soon. Happy crafting.